Okay, the first time we plotted points, it was quite basic and it landed exactly where two of them cross. This time it's gonna be a little bit more difficult because we're not always going to go to that whole number. Sometimes we're gonna have a half or even a third or close to a third. So you have to be careful with where it's falling. So if we plot A, we know that it's positive, so positive 2.5 is gonna be in between 2 and 3. And then we go up 5. So it's nice to be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That right there is A, and we've plotted it. So on B, we know 0, so we're not going left or right. And then we will go up 4.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a half is going to be in the middle of 4 and 5. So that right there is point B. C, we're going to be -1.5, so -1.5, and then up 2.7. So up 2, 1, 2, 0.7. So you want to just kind of say, all right, if that's half, we're going to be closer to the top than the bottom, and that right there is going to be C. D, we're going to do the same thing with D, except it's going to be go to the right, 1, 2, and a third. So if I were to break this up into thirds, I would be closest to this first third. And then we go down because it's negative, down 3, 1, 2, 3. That right there is going to be where my D point is. Same idea, just a little bit more complicated because you aren't working with just whole numbers, you're working with partials as well. You guys, so if ever you have to plot these, make sure you're doing like, okay, I am going right, I would even say right, 2.5, and then I would go up 5, okay? If you ever have to plot them somewhere not on a grid and you're just talking about plotting them, right 2.5, up 5. And that's where your point would be. So right here you would be stay on your x-axis and then up 4.5 on your y-axis. Okay? Things like that.